Hello and welcome to Post to Post, the channel where we discuss all things hockey and all teams. We're back for another mail time. It's been about 2-3 months. Maybe?
Yeah, it's been quite a while.
Yeah, we didn't think that we were going to be able to have enough time to do one before Christmas because the last mail time we did, I think, was maybe at the end of November or mid-November. We didn't think there was enough time to get any Christmas cards or anything like that in. So some of the stuff should have to do with the holidays. Some people wanted to wish us happy holidays and stuff. So this is the New Year Christmas mail time. I think it's number 30 as well.
Wow.
So milestone mail time here. Okay, we have a lot to get through. You guys really went pretty generous here in the packages and in the letters and stuff. So this is going to be a long video. If you want to watch the whole thing, grab a drink, grab a coffee, whatever you need, and sit down and enjoy. So are you ready?
Yep, ready to go.
We're going to start off with some letters here first. This one is, I think this is from Sweden. Based on the stamp there.
The stamp does indicate Sweden. Ooh. Yeah, it is. It's from Bromma, Sweden.
Yeah. I think there's an address on the back of there, so you might not want to
try to keep it flat?
Yeah.
All right. Hello, Post to Post. It was a while ago when I wrote to you because the reason is in SHL and Liga, the season, in SHL and Liga is still going on. I do not have much to say other than trivia. I've got some SHL trivia that you can answer. Let's see who knows the most. And there's a little wink emoticon. Number 1, which team has won the most time in the SHL from the beginning in the 1920s? The answer's on the back of this, so we'll just go through the questions and then get the answers.
Frölunda.
Okay. I've got a Rögle shirt on, so I'll say Rögle.
Okay.
I don't know. Number 2, which team has won the last season? Which is the winner from last season?
Was it Luleå?
I think it might have been Luleå.
I don't remember.
Oh, dear. Name the northernmost team and the southernmost team.
Oh, wow. That one's tough.
It is very tough. Southernmost, I'm going to guess Malmö.
Oh, because that's right across the river from Copenhagen.
Right.
Or the water, whatever.
The waterway, yeah.
Yeah, that would be the most southernmost.
Northernmost? I have no clue.
I have no idea.
How many teams play in the SHL? You might know that because you've had a few arena collections.
12? I'm not sure. I don't know.
This is welcome to the first episode of Make Canadians Look Bad, answering Swedish hockey trivia. Number 5, which two teams have never been relegated to the second tier from the season 1975-76?
I would say Frölunda and, I don't know, Luleå.
Okay. Keep up the awesome work, and I wish the best of luck to you both. Best regards from Edward. If you got more cards, you can send them to me. So now we'll go to the back. The answer to question 1, which team has won the most times in the SHL from the beginning to the 1920s? It's Djurgården.
Oh.
Yeah.
0 for 1.
Yeah. Which team was won last season? It's the Växjö Lakers.
0 for 2.
The northern and northernmost is Luleå. Southernmost is the Malmö Redhawks. So half a point.
Half a point.
Number 4, how many teams play in the SHL? You guessed
12.
12. There's 14.
Damn.
Pretty close. There's 12 that don't get relegated. And number 5, which two teams never been relegated to the second tier since 75-76? Brynäs, IF, and Färjestad, BK.
Oh, wow.
Are the two that have never been relegated.
Interesting.
That's interesting. And Edward puts his address on the back from Bromma.
Nice. He's sending this.
We have that on the letter.
I'm not sure this is a hockey school. I think it is. It looks to be like a hockey school in.
Oh, yeah.
You can check that out if you want. And then 2 cards, a Victor Arvidsson card and a Christopher Pearson. I'm not familiar with that name, but awesome. I'm going to get you to hold on to the letters over there. If you can put that back in the envelope.
I will.
If you don't mind.
I will.
It's always interesting hearing from other countries. This one is from Calgary.
Alberta.
There you go.
Wow. Nicely typed. Thank you very much. Dear Neil and Brent, I am Andrew. I like your channel. You guys have done a good job of talking all teams in the NHL. I live in Calgary, Alberta. I'm a Flames fan, but I do cheer for Montreal. I go to Montreal every June for Formula One. I like hockey when I was little. I remember going to an Oilers game in the 80s when Wayne Gretzky was playing for the Oilers.
Nice.
During that time, I was living in St. Albert, which is outside Edmonton. There I have watched my cousins playing in Batman. One cousin had a goalie that played in the NHL for Detroit. He was Chris Osgood.
Oh, wow.
Wow. Having the Flames as good as I can go to see NHL games. I don't have season tickets, but I try to go at least 5 to 10 games. I look at the schedule when they come out, and I see what team I want to go to and see Flames play. I have 3 Flames jerseys. I've watched all teams in the NHL. There were times I get tickets with work. Once my dad and I went to see a game and we were 2 rows from the ice. You can hear them hit the boards hard. Also see their faces up close. My work doesn't give tickets anymore as a downturn. Sometimes my dad wins tickets at silent auction for a fundraiser. There was once I had been in an elevator and Lanny McDonald was in the elevator.
Nice.
He talked to me and I was in shock. Also, one time I was walking in the plus 15. That's the Calgary walkway system from building to building.
Okay. It's
plus 15 feet above the ground, but the main thing is it's plus 15 Celsius or more. So that's kind of cool. Anyway, I was walking in front of me. In front of me was some Chicago Blackhawks players. Somewhere in the downtown. They were playing the Flames that night. During the Christmas week, starting Boxing Day, Calgary hosts Max Midget Hockey Tournament. It's a good hockey as they are fast and exciting games. I've collected hockey cards when I was young, and now I'm starting to get back into collecting. I'm also in a hockey pool with 12 friends. It's fun and makes you pay attention to the players you have on your team. There are 24 players you pick, and when they get points, you get points. You also get 3 goalies, and when they get a point, when they win, they get another point and another for a shootout. I'm in third as I'm writing this. My big names are McDavid, Malkin, and 3 Flames players. If you have some Calgary Flames hockey cards, I would like to have some. Well, thanks for reading this and keep doing a good job. Looking for more podcasts. And that's from Andrew in Calgary. Thank you very much, Andrew.
I definitely have some Flames cards to send your way.
Nice.
I appreciate the leather. Thank you.
Nice. It's been a while now since I've been to Calgary. I think you've been to Calgary since I have.
I was there in 2016.
Yeah, I don't think I've been there since then. I like Calgary a lot. I especially like the plus 15. You can get all around downtown. I used to stay at the Delta Bow Valley in the east end of town and could walk all the way to the Bantrell Tower, Central West. And
this is from our friend Leslie.
It's a long time. Oh, Leslie. In California.
Very nice card there.
May your Christmas be filled with a gift of faith and a blessing of hope and peace of his love. Christmas 2018. And, here we go. Neil, Brent, and Mom, I know this will be late for Christmas. Thanks, Canada Post. Yeah, we've just had a labor dispute with Canada Post, but it's been cleared. So happy 2019. No hockey cards this year, but this is the Pug in Pucks and Pugs. Thanks again for all you do. Go Navy. Mm-hmm. And that's great. And that's from Leslie and Mike of the Pug. Very good.
Leslie gave us something specifically not to open on camera. This is probably 4 months ago or something like that. We didn't publicly thank her. So, Leslie, thank you very much. We got those. It was awesome. I'm not going to say what it is because it didn't want it to be on camera.
Fantastic.
Pretty cool.
Fantastic. Thank you, Leslie. Leslie's been very good to us, very generous.
She has.
Yeah.
I think this one is from the UK.
Ooh, nice. I do see a picture of Her Majesty on the stamp.
Oh, there's a coin on here.
Nice. From the Royal Mail Centre in Glasgow. So I guess we're looking at north of the wall here, folks. Very nice. What are you doing?
There's a coin on here.
Oh, good. That made it through Canada Post. Times are tough, you know.
Yeah, really.
Okay. Hi, Neil and Brent. My name is Reese, and I'm 12 years old from Scotland. I've been a hockey fan for 2 years now, and I support the Paisley Pirates in Scotland as well as the Toronto Maple Leafs. I got into hockey when my grandpa, Gilbert MacDonald, probably a relative, former chairman of the Paisley Pirates, took me and my cousin to a game. From then on, I've been hooked, and I love the sport just as much as I love football/soccer. I support Celtic FC and also follow Manchester United. Got to say, go Red Devils. Very good. Have that handy for later.
Cheerio.
Yeah. I have presented the Man of the Match award twice with my grandpa and cousin, doing so at Paisley Pirates versus North Ayrshire Wild and Paisley Pirates versus Aberdeen Lynx. I found out about your channel about a year ago when the man sitting next to me at a Paisley Pirates game asked me if I had heard of you before showing me one of your videos. I love your podcasts and ranking videos. As a little gift, I have enclosed an old British pound coin, which went out of circulation in October 2017. I have a quick question for you, which is why are hockey jerseys so expensive, especially compared to football and soccer jerseys? If you could possibly send me some merch and some Toronto Maple Leaf stickers, that would be great. Thanks for entertaining me every day with your videos and keeping me up to date with the NHL, as well as giving me so much hockey knowledge. Yours sincerely, Reese. That's awesome.
Thank you very much, Reese. I actually do have some Toronto Maple Leaf stickers I can send you. This seems so heavy. Like, well, compared to our...
Does it weigh a pound? It's called a pound. Is it a pound?
You think that weighs a pound?
No, it doesn't. But it is heavy, though.
It is, isn't it?
It's substantial.
It's weird.
Isn't it, though?
Like, not in a bad way, but just weird in a different way.
I love this.
Our coins
1 pound.
So much lighter.
Yeah, Her Majesty in the back. Wow.
That's really cool.
That is really cool. This is a 2005 coin. There's 5 or 6. I didn't realize a pound coin was that small, but it is very substantial. It's thicker than the coins we have. There's even a design on the outside edge.
I saw that, yeah.
That's very cool. Thank you so much, Reese. That's wonderful.
That's awesome.
And just so you know, my Neil's mother and me are hoping to go to the UK sometime later this year. And we're definitely including Scotland on our trip, just for a few days at least, as we do a little bit of a loop. And it's nice to have a little piece of the UK right here already. Thank you so much.
If you see him walking around Scotland or something, make sure you make a goat sound.
Yeah, that's the goat.
This is from New Jersey.
Alrighty. New Jersey. Hi, Neil. I've been subscribed for about 2 years, now only 11 years old. Islanders are my favorite team ever since my brother's friend, Charlie McAvoy, went to the Bruins. My bro's friend, C. McAvoy, went to the Bruins. I feel in love. I also love Halak. What do you think of Yarrow on the Bruins? I would love anything Islanders or Bruins. My name is Brady. YouTube Kronos Studio. So he's got a YouTube channel. Nice Islander logo there. Favorite players, Anders Lee, Yarrow Halak, Charlie McAvoy, and Zdeno Chara. And then he had John Tavares written on the letter, but X'd it out. And then underneath, all Isles fans hate him. Yeah, he gives us his jersey size in case we have some jerseys laying around, and that's from Brady in Summit, New Jersey. That's awesome, Brady. Thank you very much.
I got lots of hockey cards I can send you. I can't send you a jersey, but I got lots of hockey cards. So.
Oh, and back, we had a question in Reese's letter that we forgot to answer, or I forgot to answer. Why are jerseys so expensive?
Oh.
So maybe we should circle back to that question, too. I imagine a lot of it, as you know, the illegal ones, the ones that aren't officially licensed, the counterfeits are a lot cheaper, so we know it's not the cost of production. It's likely a lot of it is the cost of licensing, I would think.
Yeah, they've never been cheap. Mm-hmm. Never. Even 15 years ago, they've always been overpriced.
Yeah.
I don't know what it is. It is really frustrating. I think even tickets to NHL games compared to other sports is just, it's outrageous, really. So.
And I do know there are a few soccer-themed or football-themed stores in North America that sell merchandise from Manchester United or City or Celtic or the Rangers. And those just regular, ordinary shirts are not cheap here. So it could be some of it, the overseas cost of shipping and things too. So
the other question that was in that final letter was what are our thoughts on Halak in Boston?
Yes.
So I actually like Halak in Boston. Obviously, Boston's not one of my favorite teams, as you guys know, but I think he fits well in there, and I'm glad to see that he's doing well as well. So.
Yeah, me too. When Rask was injured just before the break, Halak stepped in that game, and he might be the guy for a while, and he's been the guy for a while in the past for not only Boston, but also obviously the Islanders. But before that, of course, he was a Montreal Canadian, and we saw a lot of Yarrow Halak playing in a Montreal jersey, and he stole a lot of games.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah,
he did indeed.
Yeah.
This box was opened
because you couldn't help yourself.
Probably about a month ago.
You couldn't help yourself.
I knew what was in it. It's from Brittany, one of our close friends. I knew what was in it. So I just could not wait. I knew it was going to be probably a month or two before we actually got time to do this video, and I was like, no, I can't wait. I can't wait. So you can read the letter if you want, and then you'll understand why I opened it.
At the front, it's a homemade Christmas card. It says, Merry Christmas. So I found these at Walmart on rollback. So Merry Christmas. I could only fit 4 in the box, but 4 is better than 0. I also put in a few extra hockey stickers I had, LOL. Good luck trying to get the candy out of the box because they're really shoved in there good. Anyways, Merry Christmas, and let's go Blues, the craziest Blues fan, Brittany.
I had made a comment probably 6 months ago.
Oh, yeah.
This is literally my favorite candy, these Nestle Bunch of Crunches. We don't have these in Canada. They just don't make them. So the only place I can get them is the United States. And I've only been to the United States once in the past 4 years, which was last year. So I came home with some, but they were gone so quick that... anyways, thank you, Brittany. I really appreciate it. These will likely be gone in 2 weeks, so I'll have to go to the States to get some more, but I really appreciate that.
Well, I'm going down in May, so I'll try to...
Oh, really?
I looked for you. Remember last fall?
Yeah.
I went to the Walmart in Epping, New Hampshire, because you had given me a picture and everything, and the rack where they would have been, that 4-foot section, was totally empty.
Yeah, because they're so good. And they're only 88 cents at Walmart.
Amazing.
Oh, man. All kinds
It probably
of
cost
stickers
Brittany
here.
more to mail them here than it did to buy them.
Oh, most certainly.
Thank you.
Nice. Brendan Gallagher there on the top. You can look at that if you'd like.
Cool. And these are from what product?
Is it the...
Oh, the paninis.
Paninis.
They're little paninis. Cool.
Why are they called paninis? Isn't panini a sandwich?
Well, panini's a company, but yeah, it's a type of sandwich. It's a grilled, outside grilled sandwich.
And this one, whoa.
Nice. Rattles.
Interesting. I believe this is from Interstate Kyle.
Oh.
Another long time.
Interstate Kyle's been very good to us as well. Very good to us. These are nice.
Whoa.
Very nice. Nice stickers, Brittany.
There is the letter.
The letter. The infamous letter. I love the signature he's got. Interstate Kyle. You probably can't see that too well, but it's a little interstate sign. All righty, here we go. Hello, Neil and Brent. It's Interstate Kyle with another package. This time I went on one of my usual road trips, and this time I took a trip to Las Vegas, Western Arizona, and Los Angeles.
Nice.
It was a great trip, and I had a lot of fun on it. I got to see the T-Mobile Arena for the first time, as well as attend a WWE event at the Staples Center in Los Angeles. In the span of just a few days, I was able to cross off 2 of 31 hockey arenas from my checklist, despite not attending an actual game. I was able to gather some merch from both places. All right, enough about my trip. Let's get to the goodies I sent you this time. In the package, you will find 2 $2 bills. The first one is from the series of 1976, when the U.S. Treasury reintroduced the $2 bill after it was discontinued in 1966. It is 100% uncirculated and goes for about double its face value. But why get rid of it since it's such a part of history as far as U.S. currency goes? And I still think to this day the $2 bill has the best back design of all of our money. I also included a red stamped $2 bill from 1953, which was a U.S. Treasury note, and the ones with a green stamp, which are the only ones in circulation nowadays, are Federal Reserve notes. The red seals were issued between 1929 and 1971 and is considered a promissory note. Sorry for all the $2 bills I've been sending your way, but it's my favorite bill that we have. I also sent you a silver quarter from 1944, as Washington quarters were made of silver between 1932 and 1964, and all quarters now are made with 90% copper and 10% nickel plating.
Cool.
I also sent another bicentennial quarter, and if you feel the difference between the two, the 90% silver quarter is actually heavier. I also sent Brent some souvenirs from Route 66 stops I made along my trip. Well, that's all for this package. It's American Thanksgiving as I'm writing this, so we're going back a ways. We're going back into November.
Back.
And I hope you guys have a happy holidays and a great new year for yourself and your channels. Here's to a great 2018 and an even better 2019 for all of our channels. Cheers. Yeah, that includes Interstate Kyle's channel as well, which I have seen. Very nice. Thank you, Kyle.
He's got a shot glass here for you. Route 66 shot glass.
You know what? When we go places, your mother and I have traveled. We've gone on cruises and a few trips to various places. And because we're trying to come back with not a lot of extra space taken up with souvenirs, we've taken to buying shot glasses as our souvenir from places. I have a little mini bar in the man cave. I don't really drink alcohol, but I do have some I can serve other people if they ever come and visit. And we have shot glasses. And for you to send a shot glass is fantastic because it's a great way to get a souvenir without it taking up a lot of space in your suitcase.
Yeah. When's the last time you actually used a shot glass to consume alcohol?
Never. Because the odd time I do pour myself something, I just kind of do it by eye. But the shot glass isn't about the shot. It's about what's on the shot glass.
Yeah, I'm just making
so that's great. And these are fantastic.
He's got you some mints here.
What?
Some Route 66 mints.
No kidding. I like.
I know you.
Look at these quarters.
You're all about the mints.
That 1944 quarter, it's fabulous. Right from the era of the Second World War and the bicentennial quarter. I remember those when they were in circulation because I was around.
And some Route 66 hand sanitizer.
There you go. Well, if you're on some of the shadier spots in Route 66, you might want to have a bottle of that in your pocket.
Exactly.
You know, you come out of the washroom and the mom and pop gas station.
That's right.
Wow, these are great. And Thomas Jefferson is my favorite president, so that's why I like the $2 bill. Oh, I like how it's cut so that you can see the back.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, that's very cool. Thank you very much,
the
Kyle.
design on the red stamped one on the back?
Oh.
It's cool, eh?
Yeah, that's Monticello. That's where Thomas Jefferson lived. That was his estate in Virginia, and it's still there and a tourist attraction that I one day would love to visit. I've never been there. And on the back of the commemorative one here, it's the signing of the Declaration of Independence in July of 1776. Lovely, Kyle. Thank you very much
Yes, thank
again.
you, Kyle. That's awesome.
We've amassed a nice currency collection here, a British pound and $4.50. Although these will not get spent. Don't worry, Kyle. They're going to stay out of circulation once they get here. I'm a hoarder of special things like that, especially things that don't take up a lot of space. So that's wonderful. And I'm going to have to try a mint right now. It'll likely clash with my coffee, but that's okay. I like the slogan, get your mints on Route 66.
Yeah.
That's good.
All right.
And they're sugar-free. Even better.
This is from Griffin. Nice. Griffin emailed me and asked if I wanted some Swamp Rabbit stuff. I said, no, like, don't spend your money. Like, we do have some Swamp Rabbit stuff. He said, I'm going to buy you something anyway, so just tell me your size. You're going to get it. Either you get it and it's going to be the wrong size, or you get it, it's going to be the right size. So just tell me your size. So, anyways, appreciate that, Griffin. Oh, snap.
We got a letter.
And there's a letter.
All right, I'll read the letter. Dear Neil and Brent, Merry Christmas from Georgia. This year, my family and I visited my grandmother's house in Spartanburg, South Carolina, to celebrate the holidays. One of my favorite videos of yours is the ranking of ECHL logos. And after learning that the Swamp Rabbits were based out of Greenville, which is about 30 minutes away from my grandma's house, I knew we had to pay them a visit. My cousin Nathaniel had never seen a hockey game before, so we figured that the one and only Swamp Rabbits would be his first. The game was absolutely awesome. Even though the Rabbits did lose due to a controversial call against the Florida Everblades in a shootout, if you look in the box, you'll find some merch from the Hop Shop, as well as some other little goodies we threw in for y'all. The hand-drawn logo at the bottom was part of a sign that my cousin and I used to get pucks from the players. Lucky for us, my cousin and I each got a puck given to us and signed by the captain of the team, number 23, Michael Pellick, which is what you'll find in the package. We got y'all a couple of shirts, a lanyard, as well as some stickers that we hope you'll enjoy. I know you're enjoying one sticker already.
I put the sticker on my laptop, which you've probably seen in the channel a bunch. Heck yeah.
Nice. This trip was a perfect chance to introduce Nathaniel to the wonderful world of hockey, and I truly think he enjoyed it. And what's even better is that I should be seeing a Solar Bears versus Gladiators game for my birthday in January, and I just might have to use some of my birthday money to buy my first post-to-post t-shirt. Enjoy the merch, and keep making great hockey videos. Cheers from Griffin. That's awesome, Griffin. Thank you very much. Oh, P.S. Jake Schmaltz, cousin of Nick Schmaltz, my favorite player in the NHL, has just committed to the Fighting Sioux, my dad's alma mater.
Oh, cool.
So that's a college team that he's going to be joining.
Here's the autograph puck. It's going to be a little hard for you guys to see that, but...
Wow. That is
We'll put
really
that
cool.
in our puck collection.
Yeah. Michael Pellick.
Oh, man, I'm pumped about this lanyard.
You are a lanyard fiend, aren't you?
Some people collect things, some people don't. I'm one of the people who do collect things. And what do I collect?
Lanyards.
Lanyards. I have probably over 75 lanyards, and this is going straight to the top of my list. This thing is awesome.
The Greenville Swamp
Thank you
Rabbits.
very much. I appreciate that a lot. I'm going to have to show off the lanyards that I have. Maybe I'll make a video sometime and show my collection.
We have a little connection to South Carolina, too, of course. You know I'm going to mention that. But, back in the 1700s, one of our ancestors lived in South Carolina and ended up in the wrong end of the American Revolution and was kicked out of Charleston, ended up in Halifax. The rest is history. But he was a South Carolinian.
Here's a T-shirt for you.
I love that. I love that. That's going to fit, too. That is beautiful.
That's awesome.
That will be worn right here in Post to Post and maybe out and around. It's great wearing T-shirts from places that are far, far away and walking around the neighborhood.
Yeah, it is.
It's like, where's that?
Oh,
And
snap.
how'd you get that? I love this. This is great.
That's awesome. Thank you
That
so
is
much.
Fantastic, Griffin. Official license merch. That is lovely.
That I'm legit wearing that outside.
Yeah, that's going outside. Oh, it's even got the ear
man,
on.
there's more stickers in here. Heck yeah. Nice. That's awesome. I might put one on my hockey helmet.
Oh, that's right. You're doing a lot of hockey.
Yeah, that's what.
Very nice. Schedules. That's the other
Schedule.
thing.
That's the other thing we collect.
Number one, lanyards. Number two, schedules.
Schedules. That's awesome. And then wow. That's impressive.
That's when they drew.
The drawing you guys made.
Wow.
That's awesome. I'm going to put this up somewhere. Probably on the shelf that's out there. That's Griffin. That's awesome. Thank you so much. I really appreciate that. When we made that original video, actually, you weren't even in the video. But we kind of poked fun at the Swamp Rabbits a little bit because it is a bit of a comical logo.
Yeah.
But it's kind of become like a meme or something. Like it's turned into a love affair a little bit.
That's right.
As weird as that sounds.
I love some of the special event nights that they have. They have Ugly Sweater Night just before Christmas. They have some things I don't understand. 864 Night, I'm not sure what that is. And they have recognition of special causes. They have an Autism Day, Cancer Fighting Day. On the 1st of February, coming up here in a day or two, Pirates and Princesses. So I imagine people dress up as those things. Fan appreciation. They have post-game skates.
Whoa.
That's great to have that on the schedule. That's awesome, Griffin. Thank you.
I got a box. There's a lot of stuff inside. I found the letter.
A letter.
I kind of don't want to look and spoil anything, but
Where's it from? Oh, it's Illinois, sorry.
Illinois.
Well, I'm trying to say Moline. Moline, Illinois.
okay.
I have actually spent the night in Moline, Illinois.
Of course you have.
1984.
83.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Spent a night there. Then we crossed the Mississippi over to Davenport. Westward ho. Ready?
Yeah, I'm ready.
Okay. I just wait until you're ready. Hi, Neil and Brent. My name is Tiernan, and I'm from the Quad Cities. That's right. I've been watching you guys for about a year and a half. My favorite team is the Knights, but because of you guys, I'm liking the Canadians a lot more.
Yeah.
In the box is an old giveaway Mallards jersey, 2 little hockey sticks, puck, cards, and a cup from the new hockey team, the Storm, and a schedule. We got a new team this year because the Mallards were not going
That's awesome.
so good, so they left, but the Storm have a better logo, and they're in the SPHL. So if you guys could do another SPHL logo ranking, that would be nice. If you guys could, can you send me some Vegas cards and a post-to-post sticker so I can post it on my game or my goalie helmet? He's a goalie.
Oh, nice.
Thank you guys for reading this and keep doing a good job. And go Knights and Storm. P.S. Sorry for the bad grammar. I'm writing this on the way to the post office. You did a great job. And it's from Moline, Illinois.
Awesome.
Excellent.
You see the jersey?
Oh, wow. That is...
Cool, eh?
That's impressive. That is impressive.
That's awesome.
The Quad City Mallards.
And then 2 sticks, he said.
That's nice. Oh, mini sticks.
I used to have mini sticks back in the day
We used to play.
when they first came out.
I used to take shots on them with mini sticks.
Yeah.
He'd be on his knees in his little goalie outfit in front of the freezer.
Should have been a goalie.
Should have been goalie.
Oh, snap.
A goalie stick. A mini stick goalie.
Heck yeah.
Style. That is so cool.
Here comes some mini stick videos.
That is awesome.
Nice. A cup.
That's a nice logo.
This is brilliant. Look at this.
Brilliant, he said.
Okay. Logo.
Inaugural season.
Schedule.
Schedule on the cup.
On the cup. Schedule on the cup. That's awesome.
That is really something else.
Oh, nice.
That is
A
really
puck.
something.
Quad City Mallards puck. That's going in the collection. And then some hockey cards in here.
Bad Boys written on the back. Someone's written on this. You can see a number 19 written there.
Yeah, it's like JN19 or JM9.
So I wonder if someone's
Something like
actually autographed this just with a Sharpie that was the same color.
Could be. Wayne Gretzky card.
Huh. There might be more story to that.
Carey Price card.
Ooh.
Patrick Waugh. Nice.
Hmm.
Bunch of Reffin cards.
If you think to, Tiernan, let us know if
Oh, snap.
that's supposed to be an autograph on that card, just in case we
Puck.
didn't read that right. But I'd say it is.
And a schedule. Heck yeah.
Boom.
Heck yeah.
Getting her done.
Okay. Now, the next two boxes are extremely large, so we need to make some room here for a bunch of stuff. If I give you a box, can you put all that stuff in
Yes.
on the other side?
Everything, yep. Okay.
Just to make room? Because these boxes are heavy.
Another card came out of that box.
Oh.
It was
Oh, it must have been
stuck
inside
under
one
a flat.
of
Patrick
yeah.
Waugh. These are vintage cards. Okay. We will temporarily.
Except for the shot glass. We won't put the shot glass. Might break.
We'll temporarily relocate these items. Into this box to make.
Okay.
Whoops.
Okay.
Yeah, we'll keep the money out as well because it's nice and flat.
Now, these boxes, yes, there's another one, are from our friends in Sweden.
Oh.
Now, I know you're watching. I did not respond to your email before Christmas because I read the first sentence and it said our printer broke or something like that, so there's no letter in here. So that's a letter, but I couldn't read anymore because I started to tell me what was in the box. So I was just like, okay, back. So I opened up the email today. I looked away, I kind of like copied it, pasted it, and printed it. So I have no idea what it says. So I purposely did not go back in the email and reply to you because I didn't want to see anything. Because when you hit reply on my Gmail, like populates the bottom part as the
With the original.
the original email. So
Okay.
I will officially email you back after this.
Okay. So this is to you, Neil. Hey, and happy holidays to you. We have sent you 2 boxes that hopefully arrives for your New Year's mail time. Our printer broke, so all the pages are not included, so we're sending it this way to you. Greetings from Dan. Happy holidays to you, Neil and Brent, from the other side of the pond. It's the 4 hockey nuts from Bollnäs, Sweden again. Here comes 2 hopefully not too late hockey holiday packages. We would like you to begin with the letter in the wooden box.
In the wooden box.
The letter in the wooden box.
This was labeled box 1. So.
Okay. So if there's no wooden box, you'll have to open the other one too.
The letter in the wooden box.
It's like a little journey of discovery here. This is great.
Just 2 little spaces in box 1, letter in box number 2. Okay. It must be in this one. Oh man, this other one's super heavy. entertain the people.
I can do tricks.
Tell them a story
All right.
about that one night in 1984.
Moline, Illinois. It was an interesting day. It was July of 1984. We had driven all the way from Washington, Pennsylvania that day, including through a little northern tip around Wheeling, West Virginia, and then all the way through Ohio, and then into Indiana. And we had just gone through, or just around, Indianapolis, when we came upon a large, massively large thunderstorm that was moving through. It was so fierce on the interstate that we had to pull over and wait. And while we were sitting there in a field of what we think was probably soybeans, a bolt of lightning hit the flat ground, probably a few hundred yards away from the car.
Okay.
And your grandmother, who was sitting in the back seat, had an emotional event when that happened. She was absolutely scared, petrified scared.
Really?
Totally, yeah. Anyway, we kept on driving. That storm ended up becoming a very violent storm and ended up causing quite a bit of damage in southern Michigan when it got there. But I had my ham radio with me, so I radioed the storm back to Indianapolis to let them know it was coming. And they had a big network all set up trying to track these storms. So I helped out, I think, a little bit. Then we kept on driving. It was dark when we got into Moline. We found a motel and just crashed and got up early the next day. And I remember that because I had the radio back on, and I could hear stations in Kansas on my radio because there was such a hot, muggy dome of air that had resettled over the area. So we crossed over the Mississippi into Davenport, another one of the Quad Cities, and we went all the way to Duluth, Minnesota that night.
Nice.
So there.
This is the letter that's in the wooden box.
Okay.
This is the wooden box.
The wooden box. Wow. Okay, so this is the next thing I do. In loving memory of Senior Warrant Officer Dmitro Avakov and his beloved daughter Larisa Avakov. In February 1959, Dmitro Avakov was born in the city of Pripyat in what today is part of northern Ukraine. In 1977, he took enlistment in the Red Army of the former Soviet Union and placed to support the Red Army team management. In 1979, he had reached the rank of warrant officer and was picked to attend the World Ice Hockey Championships in Moscow as Viktor Tikhonov's secretary or clerk. The medals in this box were worn by him under the championship as part of their uniforms.
Holy.
After the gold in April 79, he returned to the Red Army's training facility, but because of the start of the Soviet-Afghan War, he was transferred to a supply facility in Yuma, just outside Samarkand in today's Uzbekistan. And there he was stationed to April 30th, 1985. On April 26, 1985, the Chernobyl disaster happened, and then his hometown of Pripyat becomes a ghost city. His wife Tatiana, who was a scientist working at Chernobyl nuclear power plant, passes away. His now 16-days-old daughter, Larisa, who had been born in a hospital in Kiev, is all alone. Because of her being born paralyzed from the waist down, she was forced to be left at the hospital when the power plant forced her mother to come back to the plant to fix some problems. On May 2nd, Dmitro has been flown in to bury his wife and take care of his daughter. May 6th, he and his daughter are placed on a train bound for Murmansk through St. Petersburg for a new mission at Murmansk Army Base. But at St. Petersburg train station, they don't switch to their assigned train. Dmitro takes his now almost month-old daughter and flees from St. Petersburg in a small fishing boat over to the Finnish side of the Gulf of Finland, and from there on to Sweden. They settle down in Marmaverken, I'll try that again. Marmaverken in Helsingia province, Hälsingland, and Dmitro gets a job at one of the local sawmills. They live a happy life there and integrate well into the society, but unfortunately, Dmitro dies in January 1992 in a work accident. This is how the history of Dmitro Avakov was told to us from his daughter, Larisa, just before she passed away on December 13th, like last month. Unfortunately, she lost her 2-year-old battle against cancer. As a longtime viewer to your channels, they have really been a light in the darkest days for her. She watched the channel. One of her last dying wishes was that you, Mr. Brent Taylor, becomes the guardian of her father's medals, as she knew that you would appreciate the history and the value of the story. A story not untold is a story not forgotten. And there's emblems of the Soviet Union and Sweden, and the names of the two Avakovs, Dimitro from 59 to 1992, and Larissa just passed in December 2018. You wonder, too, if her cancer was caused perhaps by radiation exposure, maybe just while her mother was carrying her and working in that area. So, wow.
She was 12 days older than I was, because I was born 4 days after Chernobyl. Yeah. So we were literally the same age, pretty much.
Jeez.
I took a picture with my phone, and I'm going to put it up on the screen so you guys can see these, but these are like outstanding. Like, I could probably look at those for an hour. Those are unreal.
This is just absolutely fabulous.
We need to get those framed.
Oh, no question. They will be framed, and they will be cherished here in this household. I'm humbled that she would want us to have them.
That's intense.
So intense and so moving in that, these are medals that come from a country that he ended up determining he had to escape from.
Yeah.
So all these honors that were conferred upon him from his former country, and a country he had to leave, yet still remain loyal to the history that he lived, and keep them through these medals. It's just fantastic, and so conflicting in a way, in many ways. It must have been for him all the rest of his life.
We should almost make a separate video just on that story and these medals.
Yeah, I think so.
It's pretty cool. Not everyone watches these mail times, so I think it's probably important that we make a standalone video.
Fabulous. Fabulous. Maybe that's what we should do.
Yeah.
Just do that right from there. Unreal.
That's
very touching. Very touching. I'll put this letter right back in the box right away, and we'll take it back out in time for another video just on that. And maybe we'll do a little research and find some, if we can find some pictures and things and tell their story.
Exactly.
A little more.
Exactly.
Unreal. Thank you so much.
Wow.
All right. Now, in the rest of this letter, it continues on, so maybe I'm supposed to pick it up here?
I think so,
right.
Yes, maybe.
Okay. Hopefully I'm doing it the right way, Dan. We'll see. Okay. I just have to find...
That's fine. While we wait, I still have stuff that you sent from the previous mail time. There's some food and stuff. I'm trying to get... I see the group of friends that I want to use for Canadians Try Stuff to actually try that food. They all live really busy lives, so it's been really conflicting, or it's been a challenge, and it's been a lot of conflict trying to find a section of a weekend where everyone has a free time to come over and film the videos, and we just haven't had the ability to do that. But I'm still like... There's like 7 videos that I need them to come over and film with all the stuff that you guys have sent in. So those are coming on their third channel, Canadians Try Stuff, hopefully sometime in the next couple of months. So
cool.
Yeah.
I just noticed you're wearing a Russian jersey.
I am wearing a Russian jersey.
Yeah, just hit me while I was reading that story.
Interesting.
Okay, now, Neil, it's time for a Christmas sweater from the Barclay Center. Our friend Sarah got it when she visited the Barclay Center last Christmas. Also, we got you a Linkoping HC jersey. Only 6 teams left for the whole SHL. For you. Oh,
that is
amazing. That is amazing.
That is awesome.
That looks like someone's curling pants.
That's the best shirt I've ever seen in my life.
And it's got that silky. It's gonna be a good fit on you too.
That is legit. I might wear this out to hockey in 2 weeks.
That's amazing.
That's awesome.
That's great. And so is there another jersey to pull out there?
There is another jersey, yes.
Yeah.
Crazy. You guys are nuts.
Oh, man.
Check that out.
That is just fabulous. You guys are too good. You're too kind, really. That's nice.
We must almost have all the team.
Well, he says there's only 6 to go now. And we know from the questions we had from the earlier letter, there's 14 teams in the league. You must have 8. We have to, they're all in different places. We'll have to count them up.
Yeah, really.
Yeah. And maybe someday we'll have them all here. And well, at least 8 of them.
Yeah.
That's amazing. Okay. As we all love your card unboxing videos, so we found 2 boxes from the last season that SHL Cards was on sale. 2 whole boxes. Maybe a Willem Nylander Johan Lindblom or Matthias Janmark before their NHL starts can be found. So there's 2 boxes of cards in there from the SHL.
Oh, snap. Well, I can't open these now. I need to make...
Let's do an unboxing video.
I have to do an unboxing video, yeah. Let's do it.
Great.
Set these aside. That's awesome.
That's great.
And I should say, before we continue, from your previous package you sent in, and even from the previous package you sent in, we have a collection of stuff started to send back to you guys. There's a couple of things we want to add. We're waiting for the summer to come around because some of the local stores down by the water and stuff open with some pretty cool specific PEI and specific Canada stuff. So we have a bunch of stuff set aside in a box for you guys. We're just kind of waiting until the summer. Should be June or so before we can mail it out. So
cool.
Yeah.
That's great. Next, we move to you, Brent. Today's sport biographics is very common, but here's one of the first, at least here in Sweden. Blood, Sweat, and Hockey of Börje Salming. The 4 of us have all read it, and it's much more unpolished than later biographies, so the content is probably more on how it was back in the days. Oh, that's great.
It's in English.
Oh, is it?
Yes.
That's even easier for me to read. Yeah, that's great. Thank you very much. And now we go to the yellow folder is next.
Yellow folder.
Blood, Sweat, and Hockey, 17 years. I don't know if Swedes understand how well Börje Salming was loved by Leaf fans.
Oh, yeah.
When he played in Toronto. He was really one of the first European superstars to come over.
Legendary status.
And he was a trailblazer for Sweden and for all of Europe. And he was unreal. And the Leafs to this day still have very fond things to say about Börje Salming. And whenever he comes and visits Toronto, they just mob the guy. It's great. Okay, in the yellow folder, we continue with 2 hockey cards for Brent. One is the player we just spoke about, Börje Salming, and the other is Pelle Lindbergh. Oh, nice. Jersey card.
Yeah, jersey card.
From back then.
I know. Like, how do
you do that?
How do you get the jerseys from back then?
Wow. And Pelle Lindbergh. Thank you very much. These are beauties. Okay. Trying to follow up here.
Oh, that's cool.
We personally think he's the top 3 goalies, one of the top 3 goalies, played for the Flyers together with Ron Hextall and Bernie Perron. What do you think? Of the 3, when I think of Flyers goalies, I think of Hextall and Perron, and I don't think of all of the others that they've had. I think Lindbergh played for Philadelphia when I wasn't following hockey as closely as I am now, because I have a big gap in my hockey following from about 1995. And really, there's a gap in the 80s, too, when I was so busy doing other things, and I couldn't have time to watch hockey. So in the 80s and for a lot of the 90s and even the early 2000s, hockey was just something I didn't get to watch a whole lot. So, but I certainly recall the name and seeing him play on TV. Very good. A little trivia about Lindbergh. He was the first goalie to put a water bottle on top of his net and did it to help with severe hydration issues.
Interesting.
Well, there. I did not know that. For Neil, we continue with some hockey cards plus 2 signed Idol cards from the lockout season of 2004-05 of Thomas Holmstrom and Dan Boyle.
Yeah. Check this out.
Oh, man. Signed. You know, as much as the lockout was a pain in the butt for a lot of North American fans, all the players that went to Europe to play, it probably was hard for the local European players who got bumped out of their teams make room for NHL players. That's not fair. But for the NHL to get over there, or all their players, and play over there, and the quality of hockey must have been just tremendous. Oh, that's amazing.
It's a Daniel Alfredson jersey card here.
Djurgårdens.
Jaromir Jagr, All-Star, NHL All-Star Game jersey card. Like, how unique is that?
Oh, my goodness. That's insane.
That's a legendary card.
Wow.
Got an autographed Johan Hedberg card. Man, it's too nice. A numbered 494 of 512 game-worn Johan Hedberg jersey card. And then a signed Jonas Enroth card. Wow.
Man. Okay, I'll keep reading here. As Kenneth's father worked for the SIHA, the Swedish Ice Hockey Association, for 37 years, between 1958 and 1995. In 1975, he was sent to look Swedish players in the NHL and WHL. This magazine is from the game between the Houston Aeros and Winnipeg Jets that Gordie Howe played in. There it is there.
Oh, this one.
Yeah. At the centerfold, his notes are on scorers, assists, and starting goalie. The notes are still in the magazine that he took when he was at that game.
Whoa.
And he was a scout.
That's crazy. I don't want to open this.
I think it's already open at the top. Oh, maybe not. No, I thought it might be.
Remember the time that Mulligan sent in that old book?
Yeah.
And we made a video specifically going through it?
Yeah, that might be something
We might have to do this for this one, too. It's just taped on the bottom here.
Okay.
We should do that.
Yeah.
So it's a bit of a surprise. We can go through it page by page.
Okay, that's what we'll do. So we'll keep this letter with that, too. It tells the story a little bit better, too. Okay. We've also sent Christmas cards for Chris, Jason, and Justin.
Yeah, look at these cards.
So they'll arrive a little late, obviously, but those are... Oh, my God.
Look at the size of these cards.
Oh, my goodness. Aren't they something? Beautiful.
Lift it. It's got weight to it. Like, these are nice.
Are they ever? And they're made to put a stamp on them, I guess.
Sweden, you're doing something right.
Happy holidays to Justin.
Can you imagine getting a card from another Canadian that was this big? You're like, whoa.
That's incredible.
It's impressive. And then a magazine in here. Look at how big their magazines are. Look at how tall that is compared to ours.
Mm-hmm. Fabulous. Oh, that is so cool. So cool.
Wow. I'm going to have to look through this later.
Yeah. Pro hockey. There's a focus on the Montreal Canadiens in here. This is number 5, 2018.
Okay. What's next?
The big box, or that box, I guess. Or that one on the table, I think.
Okay, I got a bunch of papers here.
Okay.
I'm going to hand you these, and you can just tell me what they are as we go through.
These guys do a great job of doing the, I'll call it a striptease. You know, it's
very organized.
It's a very organized, layered event here, and any interruption of that is entirely my fault by not being able to follow or not following it right. But anyway, you do a great job of putting the things in the box and having them come out in the right order.
Stuff.
First, I'm just going to read what it says. Gingerbread cookies with blue mold cheese, just because, Chris, don't think you can use it for something good.
What are they called?
I don't know. It's on the back. Is
there a picture of the package?
Yeah, there's Adelost, or Adelost. I think that might be the package. That actually looks like a bottle of something, but...
Okay.
There's a barcode on it.
Can I see it? What is it again?
It's supposed to be cookies. Gingerbread cookies with blue mold cheese. You sure it's not in the top one?
I don't think so. What's this? Nope, you're going to like this, but that's not it. I'm not sure which one it is. Okay, what's next?
Svadrika. Literally weak drink in Swedish. It's a form of sweet, dark, low-alcohol malt beverage. Weak drink was an everyday drink in most parts of Europe in the Middle Ages and traditionally brewed at home. High season for the weak drink was in the summer and at great holidays like Christmas and Easter. In the early 20th century, there were local producers of Svagdricka all over Sweden, but in recent decades its popularity has dwindled. It is top fermented, unpasteurized, and resembles Russian kvass. It is one of the two old Swedish brews that has survived into modern times. There are only a few manufacturers left, and their production volumes display great seasonal fluctuation, with peaks around Christmas and Easter. Follow the instruction on how to open to prevent spill.
Okay.
Okay. Next, glog. Is that Klingon or Swedish? Glog is or maybe I should say glog.
You think these are it?
It's got the O with the 2 dots. No, I don't think so.
No, I don't think so either.
You sure it's not in that box in front of you?
I don't think so. There's just two big things in there.
Anyway, I'll start reading about glog. Is a spiced, usually alcoholic drink. This is alcohol-free. Served warm. The original form of glog, a spiced liquor, was used to revive messengers and postmen who travel on horseback or skis in cold weather in Scandinavia. The production of glog begins by boiling water and adding spices to it. After a few minutes of simmering, the mixture is sieved, and black currant juice, wine, or clear spirits are added. In shops, ready-made glog is usually based on grape juice, sometimes also black currant juice, mixed fruit juice, apple juice, or wine. There are also stronger rum-based types of glog. Ready-made gloggy from the shops is warmed up before use, but if it is wine-based or high in alcohol content, it should not be heated to boiling point. It is common to add whole almonds or raisins to glog while it is being warmed up or just before drinking. In Scandinavia, a number of different types of glog are produced. Among them are alcohol-free, mild, and strong variants. Non-alcoholic glog was originally just a children's drink, but nowadays it is commonly enjoyed among adults. Strong glog can have a 22% alcohol content.
Whoa.
It's quite a kick. Since the early 19th century, glog has been a men's winter drink, mixed and warmed up with juice, syrup, and liquor. Glog based on black currant instead of grape is a picture of that as well. I believe you've probably found it.
I don't know what this is, but
It's going to say Blossa glog or some other kind of glog. Yeah, Blossa glog.
Blossa glog.
That's glog.
Interesting.
So perhaps since we know we're in that box now, maybe you want to go back to find those cookies and...
Yeah. Can I hand this to you to sit over there in the corner?
Sure you can.
I guess I should put the mic back towards me.
How does this make it all the way across the ocean without...
This package is highly suspicious.
Yeah, I don't know how that happens. Ekologisk alcohol-free glog.
We've had a few packages that have been opened up by border security.
Yeah. This is hilarious. So one might have this could be the Svagdrika that you're opening now. Looks pretty tall.
Must be it.
This is the one where you have to follow the instructions on opening to prevent spill.
Prevent spillage.
Yeah. So there might be got a cork in it or some kind of weird stopper. It's got like a clothespin on it.
Oh.
Okay, it's one of those, yeah.
One of those. Look at this. That's epic.
Yeah, Svagdrika. How awesome is that?
All right. Put that over there with the other one.
Borns Brigeri.
Oh, snap.
Okay.
I saw something I shouldn't have, and I'm really excited.
So did you see the gingerbread cookies?
Nope. I don't know what that is. I think this is just
filler.
filler.
All right. Anyway, there's going to be cookies somewhere in here. Okay, next, you've already opened up, I think, those ones over there. Julmust, for Swedish, is Jul for Christmas, and must is not yet fermented juice of fruit or berries. Though there is no such juice in Julmust, is a soft drink that is mainly consumed in Sweden around Christmas. During the other part of the year, except Easter, it is usually quite difficult to find in stores, but sometimes it is sold at other times of the year under the name must. During Easter, the name is Påskmusk. Must, from Pasch, Easter. Oh yeah, Pasch. And in French, Easter is called Pâques, P-A-C-Q-U-E-S. So similar, although Easter for English is totally different. The content is the same regardless of the marketing name. although the length of time it is stored before bottling differs. However, the beverage is more closely associated with Christmas, somewhat less with Easter, and traditionally not at all with the summer. 45 million liters of Julmust are consumed during December, which is around 50% of the total soft drink volume in December, and 75% of the total yearly must sales. Must was created by Harry Roberts and his father Robert Roberts in 1910 as a non-alcoholic alternative to beer. You're thinking if your last name was Roberts, why would you name your kid Robert?
Yeah.
Yeah. It's going to be a mystery. The syrup is still made exclusively by Roberts AB in Oribro. The syrup is sold to different soft drink manufacturers that then make the final product in their own way. This means that must from two different companies doesn't taste the same even though they are made from the same syrup. Must is made of carbonated water, sugar, hop extract, malt extract, spices, caramel, coloring, citric acid, and preservatives. The hops and malt extracts give the must a somewhat root beer-like taste without the sassafras. In Sweden, Julmust outsells Coca-Cola during the Christmas season.
Oh, wow.
In fact, the consumption of Coca-Cola drops by as much as 50% over the holidays. This was quoted as one of the main reasons that the Coca-Cola company broke away from their contract with the local brewer Pripps and started Coca-Cola Drickers Fjärge, AB instead. In November 2004, PepsiCo marketed a product somewhat similar to taste to Julmust in the United States called Pepsi Holiday Spice.
Wow.
It was on sale during the 2004 and 2006 Christmas seasons. So here we send you two different brands for you to compare. So there's Julmust.
That's cool.
And your special Julmust. So there we go. So we got the story and the two beverages. You're pumped.
I got more glog here.
Oh, wow. More glog. Okay. I'll put that over here with the other glog. Or glog. Sorry if I'm pronouncing that wrong. I really need a course in Swedish.
Yeah.
Yeah, and how to pronounce things properly. I feel so bad. They go to all the work, and then I butcher it on the air here. Okay, here we go again. Ischoklad, which is ice chocolate. Isonfekt in German, which is also translated as ice confectionery, is a candy originating in Germany, but which is now popular in both Germany and Sweden. It is a seasonal candy in Denmark and Sweden during Christmas. It is usually made using only chocolate, 1/2 to 2/3, and coconut oil, 1/3 to 1/2. The reference to ice in the name relates to the fact that it melts very easily in the mouth and is perceived to have a cooling effect as the heat energy is absorbed. This effect is due to the melting point of coconut oil lying between 20 and 23 degrees Celsius, around 10 degrees lower than chocolate. In some recipes, menthol is added, and in industrial production, urea is often added, which both increase the cooling sensation. Ischoklad is a popular Swedish Christmas treat, and I think we
call those icy squares.
Icy squares. I think we have very similar here, and they're fantastic.
They're brilliant.
They melt in your mouth, and they have that cooling effect. And until this moment, I did not know why.
Yeah, me either.
Coconut oil has a lower melting point. Bang! It's just mind-blowing. Really is. Oh, here's a tube of something is next.
Okay.
Renost. What is Christmas without Rudolph, albeit on the sandwich? Smoked reindeer cheese. Perfect on the morning's sandwich with coffee.
What?
Smoked reindeer cheese. Renost. There might be a few different tubes, so...
Yeah, no, just making sure there's...
Yeah. There should be a cap on it.
I know, that's what I was looking for.
Yeah.
It's in there somewhere.
Yeah.
Anyways.
Renost. Smoked reindeer cheese. Is that because they get milk from reindeers and make cheese out of the milk?
I don't know. I'm lactose intolerant, so I'm scared to try this.
Well, it probably wouldn't be lactose. It would be Rudolph toast or something else. You're probably
true.
okay.
That's true.
Okay. Next is, it loved the original Christmas scum. A bag full of pink, fluffy, white-beard Santas that are irresistibly good. It's no wonder that Christmas scum is one of the Swedish people's favorites when it comes to Christmas goodness.
We have something here like this, but...
No Christmas without Christmas scum, Swedish foam candy.
Don't we have bananas or something that look like this?
Yes, we do. We have marshmallow. They're marshmallows and marshmallow bananas. And I've seen marshmallow peanuts as well. They don't taste like peanuts, but... All right, next is spicy stuff. Hot, soft cheese, yes, full of creamy, spicy from guajillo or guajillo, cayenne pepper, chili flakes, and so little good tomato too. That's actually all you need to sharpen your hamburgers, pizza, evening sandwich, and taco. And just a great opportunity to take a little extra. So that'll be This
is very similar to what you guys sent last time that we haven't tried yet. We have a bunch of that kind of look like these. So that can go with those ones.
All righty. To the biggest mustard lover, we know a variety of mustard. First off, it's Johnny's Senap.
Nice. I freaking love mustard. You don't understand how much I like mustard.
So Johnny's Senap Skansk.
Is this mustard too?
I don't know. And there's Yule Senap.
It must be.
Well, I guess Yule will be Christmas for like Yuletide. The word Yule, Y-U-L-E in English, also represents Christmas, so that probably makes a little bit of connection there. And then there's Slots, S-O-L-O-T-T-S. That's that one there,
okay.
Slots. Yeah, and these are just pictures of them, so I'm not sure what all they... They're all mustard of some kind. So,
what's this stuff?
Adelost. Have I gone past that yet? Or is it coming up? No, I haven't
I'll
seen
set it
yet.
aside for now.
Yeah, okay. We have Phasermint or Phasermint.
Yes, okay.
Which is a soft peppermint candy with a dark chocolate for Brent.
Yes.
Specifically allocated to me.
I told you, I saw them earlier. I said, okay, I'm going to see something that you're going to like. Do you want to try one?
Oh, yeah. I do. Probably won't be able to read after it looks like it's going to be chewy.
Okay, don't have one then.
Get rid of my coffee. I will try that as soon as I'm done reading. We also have Finnish Christmas chocolate, which is I can't read it. It's very dark print, but it's a box like that. It's Finnish chocolate.
Yep. Is it this stuff?
That's that stuff right there. Yeah.
You're trying to make us fat. Because you know I'm going to eat that.
Aladdin is a chocolate box made by Mondelez International in Uplands, Vasby. It was introduced by Marabou in 1939 as a more popular box of pralines. When it was launched, the carton was in 3 different sizes. A 500-gram Adelansk then cost 4 crowns and 15 ore. Since then, it has been the most popular chocolate bag in the Swedish market, especially around Christmas. At that time, almost 500 grams of Aladdin or Paradisask are sold by Swedish households. Aladdin is also sold in Finland. The name Aladdin comes from the story of Aladdin in the Work of 1001 Nights. Aladdin, a chocolate box. Looks like pretty good stuff in there.
I'm going to bring these to work, I think. People are going to freak out at work.
Nice. Also, we have Paradise, which is a variant of Aladdin from 1957. It lacks dark chocolate, and the pralines differ slightly. It was created as an alternative to Aladdin when most, according to Kraft, prefer light chocolate. The Paradise cardboard is yellow and blue, but has also had other colors. 1971 to 77 was the blue and white. The difference in Paradise's range compared to Aladdin, the truffle replaces truffe nougat. Maris cream, milk chocolate, replaces strawberry cream. Almond truffle, milk chocolate, replaces orange truffle. I love orange. Milk chocolate pralines replace chocolates with dark chocolate. All righty.
Interesting.
Okay, next is Gevalia.
Yeah.
Gevalia.
Coffee.
Oh.
Coffee.
Imagine waking up and meeting a day with your favorite coffee just the way. I feel like it's The Price is Right. And you're like, what's your name? And I'm Bob Barker or Johnny Olson or something. Imagine waking up and meeting a day with your favorite coffee just the way you want it. For more than 100 years, our coffee roast in Gavle has given flavorful taste experiences, selected Arabic beans, different mixtures of beans, a well-balanced taste. It's Gavelia's recipe for an enjoyable start to the day, perhaps filled with unexpected adventures. Gavalia Organic Dark Roasted Brew Coffee consists of 100% ecologically grown Arabic beans, which have been mature at high altitudes and given a darker roast. With well-balanced, rich taste and delicious aroma to promote sustainable development in coffee-growing regions, Gavalia has chosen to work with 2 independent organizations, KRAV and the nonprofit organization UTZ. And we have over here in North America several companies that promote what often we call free trade or environmentally responsible coffee. So it's coffee that's harvested in a way that we know is not harmful to local cultures or
Exactly.
Sectors of the population, and that it's sustainably grown and sustainably harvested. So people can drink their coffee and still have a sense of environmental responsibility. And finally, we have Messmore. Messmor. Messmore, a soft whey butter, is a dairy product that is mainly used as a sandwich. It is mainly found in two varieties, goat Messmore with goat's milk as a base and Messmore with cow's milk as a base. The production is carried out so that the whey, which is squeezed out of the cheese by the yolk, is cooked together until it is caramelized and has a brownish color. Of this, you make mess butter, goat mash, or messost. The food products are useful because they contain minerals such as iron and calcium, as well as useful whey protein.
I found more of the mustard.
Oh, more mustard stuff.
Yeah, that's what these jars were.
Okay.
This is what you were just reading about.
All righty.
Okay, what else you got?
That's all I have in writing here, my friend.
What's
Oh, yeah,
this?
there's Johnny's, the two Johnny's jars. That might be those cookies, perhaps.
Oh.
And if they're cookies, maybe you don't want to open them.
Sounds like cookies.
Yeah, let's go back to the beginning and see if
What's on the original email?
that's what... Oh, the original email.
Did you say everything?
Yeah, I read it all.
Those have to be cookies.
Those have to be the cookies. And maybe they're the ones that are... You can see them there on the plate with that cheese and stuff sprayed on them. So, yeah, I've read everything on this one.
You read everything off the email?
Yep,
Okay.
I have. So are there mystery items in the box?
Yeah, there's a bunch of stuff.
Okay.
You sure the email didn't say anything?
Pretty sure, but there it is for you to have a look now that you're allowed to read it.
Because there's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 6 items or so.
Huh.
Okay. Well, Neil, if you are to build a record wall, some classics are essential.
Oh.
I had mentioned that I wanted to build
I
a
missed.
record wall, and I've been looking for a record player, but I think I found a good price on one, but I'm going to wait a little bit. But you guys sent a record before, and I opened up the box, and I picked something up, and I saw what you put in here. Like, you're not going to get excited about this, but you don't know how big of an Iron Maiden fan that I actually am. You don't know how excited I am to have this. So thank you so much. This is incredible.
Is that an album you're familiar with? Or?
Absolutely. I'm familiar with all the Iron Maiden albums, but like, this record wall needs to happen soon. And some Guns N' Roses classic. Nice.
My goodness. Seventh son of a seventh son.
Yeah, these like classic albums that you should definitely be on your wall. And then some Motorhead, Ace of Spades. Oh man. That's awesome.
Vinyl is coming back, folks.
It is actually like
Yeah.
legit.
Yeah, it's becoming a big thing again, which is great.
Okay, now what are these? Oh, I think these are buffs. We call them buffs, I think.
Like bandana things, or
Yeah. Yeah, buffs. Like on Survivor or
yeah,
whatever. 2 of them. That's awesome.
Volnas ice hockey.
We'll legit use these. And then a DVD, I think.
Neat. Oh,
What looks to be a concert, maybe?
oh yeah.
I hope it is. I'm definitely watching that.
See,
And then a calendar. I'm taking this to my office at work.
2 DVDs. Swedish Empire Live. Yep.
Nice.
Woodstock Festival. And Gothenburg concert.
That's sweet.
Nice.
Look at this calendar.
2019. Here we are. Boy, that's just a little beautiful, isn't it?
Another calendar. That's cool. That's really cool.
Look at each day has 4 different spellings and pronunciations depending on the language. Mondag, Monday.
This is awesome. Thank you very
Tuesday,
much.
Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. They put Sunday at the end of the calendar instead of at the beginning. It's a little different.
Ah.
Yeah, very cool.
Here's the other one if you want to look at it.
Nice.
Yeah, there's just a ton of stuff here. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. Like I said, we are working on a package to send back to you guys. You're probably going to see some 100% Canadian pure maple syrup. The thing about PEI is it's the soil is very rich in iron. There's red soil here, so there's shirts that you can get made using the red soil, and they're called dirt shirts, and they have a color of. It's not red. It's not pink.
Or rust.
It's like a rust. Yeah, it's kind of like a rust color, and the shirt is made with PEI dirt or stained with PEI dirt. So we're probably gonna get you one of those, and there's a bunch of other stuff we have planned. So super excited to get that package ready for you and send back. Should have a lot of cool Canadian things in there. So yeah, thank you so much for all the stuff. It's incredible. And anyone else who sent in a letter or a package, you guys are absolutely awesome. Thank you for sticking with this video if you've made it this far. If you'd like to send us a letter to tell us your story about hockey or why you're a fan or anything like that, our P.O. Box is down below in the description. And make sure you send your letter by your local post office or your local country's
mail service.
Postal service. So yes, thank you again for watching. Appreciate it. Hope you're having a good day. And we'll see you in the next one. Adios.